Sorry there for the technical difficulties at
Stop is made
halftime.
at the 33
Point Pleasant down 6-0 to the Mingo Central Miners. As that one returned by Schoon to the right side.
Landon Long.
Sorry, Landon
return
Long.
for the Big Blacks.
My apologies.
So it'll be a Big Blacks first down from their own 33.
Brent was in education forever, went to work at like consulting.
As Hill's going to be the one to come out, start the second half. He did start out that first half. Him and Ben's been taking some split snaps, about 70-30. Ben's Hill split. As it'll be Bowen who'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
Bowen on the inside handoff. Fights for maybe a yard. Taking Hackney on the stop for the Miners. Second down 9.
As first play just gets about back to the line of scrimmage, they'll stay a 2nd and 9 for Point Pleasant. As it'll be Bowen to stay in the backfield for Point Pleasant. 3 receivers out wide. It's going to be a quick screen pass. Josh Chapman catches it, and he'll lose a yard to make it a 3rd and 10.
Pass is complete.
As you know, at least they're getting them involved, so better than worse. Crew tonight, Brent Wilson with
Josh Chapman on the reception.
with Riley Walmsley on computer, along with Brianna Miller, and Luke Piles also up here for camera and also computer, respectfully. Chloe Wamanon and Bailey Clark down there for photography. If you want to see our pictures, they'll be uploaded to our Facebook and Instagram pages through the Smugbug link in the description. And any athlete who wants the pictures in a better quality, head to room 304. For those pictures, we'll send them right to you. Hill, no time in the pocket, and he gets sacked quickly. And that's an electric play there by number 22, Amonte Levitt.
24-yard line.
And it's going to be
Monte Levitt on the
Schrader.
Top for the Miners.
Schrader will take the punt here. Has timeout quickly. Looks like by Mingo, I think.
Timeout, Mingo Central.
So they'll burn one early, only a minute 30 in. So we'll take a quick commercial break. Mingo up 6-0, 4th down.
Where do you go when you're hungry? Village Pizza. Village Pizza is a locally owned business located right here in Point Pleasant. Their menu consists of pizza, subs, pepperoni rolls, and so much more. They are a proud sponsor of Point Pleasant Junior Senior High School and of Point Pleasant Live. You can take out or eat in today at their new location, located right beside the old location at 3004 Jackson Avenue. You can call 304-675-4472 to place your order today.
And we're back here, 4th down play. Mingo looked like they were confused by Schrader coming out, but he's just going to be a deeper leg. This one's spiraling. Lands at about the Mingo Central 39 and takes a Point Pleasant bounce. And will be marked down at the Mingo Central 31. They scored on their second to last offensive drive.
Central 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Miners.
As 10-12 remaining on the clock for the 3rd quarter. Mingo has a chance to go up 2 possessions, and that could just be enough here. It's been a very low-scoring affair. Defensive battle. Both teams have forced a fourth down fail conversion. But that main star so far for Point Pleasant has been Hatton on that linebacker side on the defense. But for Mingo, it's Dylan Vance who's a difference maker, about 50 yards on 2 different carries. One went for 37. And here he goes again. Vance, left sideline. He's got Schoon the beat, and he is untouched. He gets brought down at the Point Pleasant 8-yard line. A great last-ditch effort.
Vance, big carry for the Mingo Central Miners. Touchdown saving tackle by Andrew Schoon.
I'd say about 60 yards on the carry.
1st and goal for the Miners.
And that's what you can really expect from Mingo. They had a really slow start to that first half. And that's when you know they're coming alive, when they can just give that ball to Vance and he finds the hole. So Point will have to make a goal line stand early, not even 2 minutes into the second half.
Sideline warning is the call.
I was not out here for homecoming queen, but was it who won
the
it?
first and goal for
Peck.
the Miners.
Chloe Peck?
Chloe Peck, yes.
Ball down.
Congrats to her for winning homecoming queen.
Now after the penalty, move down to the 4-yard line.
It's going to be trips to the top of the screen. Rolling outside, he'll cut it back in, and he's brought down by his feet
Chris
by
Ross
Connor
on the
Hatton. That's a
quarterback
tackle for loss for
tackle for no gain.
just be a tackle for me. But
Connor
Quan
Hatton
on
the
that
stop
tackle.
for the Big Blacks.
Good play by him.
Second down goal.
As it'll be a second and goal. Trips to the bottom of your screen now. It's going to be a quarterback power to the right side. They got numbers. He'll find the hole. Touchdown. Mingo Central, number 9, Chris
Touchdown,
Ross.
Mingo Central.
They'll get their second rushing
Ross
touchdown of the
on
night.
the quarterback keep.
As you get Ross and Vance running, there's really not much you can do. That one's set up by about a 60-yard scamper by Ross, Vance. Man, my voice is gone. He's well over 100 yards tonight, having just an incredible night. As they'll go for 2 here. 12-0. Need the 2 now. .916 time of touchdown for Mingo Central. As it'll be another keeper. Ross tripped up and short. So it'll be 12-0 as Mingo scores on their opening drive. 9:16 left. We'll be back after a quick commercial break.
Crow Hustle Funeral Home is a local funeral home who is committed to providing caring and compassionate service to each family that they serve. You can contact them by calling 304-675-2630. Crow Hustle has been a supporter of Point Pleasant Live since the beginning of our program, and we'd like to thank them for their support.
The auxiliary at Rivers Health focuses on improving the patient health care experience by helping them with anything they might need. Our tasks include guiding patients, assisting with wheelchairs, and making the hospital environment welcoming through the fun activities. Thank you, Rivers Health Auxiliary, for sponsoring Point Pleasant Live.
As Mingo will send a surprise onside, but it's quickly recovered by Nathan Bentz, as he needs to make that X factor
covers up that one.
play that you mentioned earlier. Got to get Point Pleasant back into it.
47-yard line where it'll be first down, Big Blacks.
Like I say, congrats to number 9, Jairus Robinson down there. He's on that kickoff unit, young freshman, getting some good reps. Had a solid game, even though they did lose their game on Monday to Fort Fry. Had that long touchdown, which was their solo score. Hey, stats are stats, so I'll give him his credit. As they'll have 3 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 tight end, which is Hatton. As this one's going to be a quick sweep.
Caden Hill handoff to Brody Bowen.
Bowen will get to the 50-yard line to make it a 2nd and 7.
Pickup for Bowen to the 50.
As it's going to be Rollins to the very bottom. Not sure if he's on the screen. As it'll be a quick pitch. It's Saw that one in the middle school football. Ben's going to try and run through somebody. He'll be
Bench
brought
takes
down
the
at
pitch.
the Mingo Central
And sweep
45-yard
outside.
line. Point doesn't have a problem
Yardage
getting
on the
into
45-yard line, a gain of
Mingo
5
territory. They
for
just
New
haven't been
Kings.
able to convert on anything really once they got there. And it's starting to
Third
add
down
up.
coming up for the Big Blacks, 3rd and 2.
I'd like to apologize for my voice because, man, I lost it at halftime. It's a bit frail. It's going to be really frail on Tuesday mornings. We don't school Monday. But I'll fight through it. Get some nice water down the hatch, and I'll be fine.
Some tea with honey.
That's tempting. I might. We're just tea in general. Is this going to be a give as Bowen turns nothing into a first down? As it looks like he's cramping there. We'll cut away. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break.
Point Pleasant Moose Lodge number 731 is located slightly north of Point Pleasant, next to the TNT Fun Zone. They are a proud sponsor of all things that are Mason County, from hosting dinner benefits to raffles to live music. The Moose Lodge is always first to lend a helping hand to organizations here in Mason County. You can stay up to date on their events by following their Facebook page. Thank you to them for not only supporting our program, but also for everything they do for Mason County. We appreciate your support.
Hello everyone, I'm Zoe Watson. I'm the news director for Group 2, and we need to talk about something serious about our live stream and the comment section.
And I'm Olivia Dunn, and I'm going to tell you exactly how it is.
The first thing we'd like to talk about is technical difficulties. Usually we'll tell you if we're having them, but in case we don't, please be kind to us and consider it. We are trying our best.
Hey! If some
My Three Sons Treasures is a local, family-owned business where you can find brand new merchandise way below retail price. They carry items such as case knives, Kinga coolers, carry Aloha bamboo products, and so much more. They are constantly helping those in need and supporting our local schools and sports teams, and of course, they're a supporter.
We're back there. Brody Bowen looks like he just went down with a cramp. Hopefully he'll return really quickly. As in the meantime, will be Schoon that will take the load.
Andrew Schoon takes the handoff.
He'll get down to the
right up the middle. 7-yard pickup.
Mingo
On the stop.
37-yard line.
Jace Harmon for the Miners.
About 5-yard carry.
5-yard pickup on the carry. 2nd down, 5 from the Miners 37.
As really haven't seen a deep shot yet. We did have a great completion to Nate Benz from Caden Hill. That was a pretty ball we saw in the first quarter, but really not much of the passing game after. As Hill will keep it there on the read. Here goes Hill. Hill's got a hole, and he'll get inside the red zone.
And Hill on the play action keeps it himself. Has the first down. Brought down at the 18-yard line. Malachi Shepard on the stop, but that's a first down, Big Blacks.
Pardon? All right, so it's going to be a first down inside the red zone at the Point Pleasant, at the Mingo Central 19. 7:27 remaining as it continues to tick. Yet again, congrats to Chloe Peck for winning Homecoming Queen, as well as the other contestants, Savannah Siders and Ella Hunt, for being a nominee. Here goes Vince inside the 10. They'll mark him at the 7. That's going to be a first down for the Big Blacks.
Inside the 10-yard line.
First and goal. It is striking distance now as they'll try and keep it within one possession. And we're gonna see this ball ran about 4 times. If it comes worse, scenario comes to worse.
First and goal for the Big Blacks for the 8-yard line.
I said a lot with Cody Schultz though, and I'm gonna say a lot with Josh Chapman. You have a perfect goal line fade target. As Vince is just lit up there, so it'll be a second and goal.
On the carry.
I'd like to thank everybody again for tuning into tonight's stream. We appreciate every
No gain
viewer.
on the carry. Host of Miners
you know,
on the stop. Second down, goal.
Gives
for
our
Big
program a
Blacks.
bit of a purpose, so that helps out too. But about halfway through the third quarter now, personnel switch, Chapman out for Rollins. In the way future, make sure to tune into the varsity basketball games we'll have at home, streaming every home game there as well, or at least as most likely every home game, but I will be on the mic for the JV games. I am a varsity basketball player now. You know, I reached. I'm a senior. I better be. I hope so. I hope.
Inside the 5-yard
Knock on
line,
wood.
down to the 4.
Okay.
3rd down and goal from the 4-yard line.
But either way, I'm on the mic. Cooper's on the mic. Anyone's on the mic. Tune into all of our live streams, our Facebook pages, everything updated. As will be a 3rd and goal from the 5. Vince to the right side, looking for the edge. Got it. Touchdown. Nate Vince.
Touchdown.
And there he goes. You were talking about him being an X factor. This drive, he came alive. 5:24 remaining as they'll have Strader come out for the extra point.
Nate Vince on the carry for the 4-yard score.
You know, Mingo having to go for a
Alex
two-point
Schrader to
conversion
attempt the extra
every
point.
touchdown on this game. I feel like that could have play a big factor in this.
The extra point up and through. Their score, 12-7. 5-point deficit. Once we come back from a commercial break. 5:24 left in the 3rd quarter.
Hello everyone, I'm Zoe Watson. I'm the news director for Group 2, and we need to talk about something serious about our live stream and the comment section.
And I'm Olivia Dunn, and I'm going to tell you exactly how it is.
The first thing we'd like to talk about is technical difficulties. Usually we'll tell you if we're having them, but in case we don't, please be kind to us and consider it. We are trying our best.
Hey, if something's wrong, we're probably going to tell you about it. But if we don't, then just chill out for a sec, please. Because probably we don't know what's going on either, so yeah.
The second thing we'd like to talk about is away game restrictions. For example, on Friday night games, I'm the camera girl and I'm not allowed to film our coaches, so please be kind to me. I know it's a bad angle, but I can't film our coaches, so.
There are just some things we cannot do at away games, okay? Yet again, we're trying our best. Don't hurt her feelings. It doesn't end well.
The third thing.
And we're back here after the Point Pleasant touchdown. Nate Vince runs it in with 5:24 remaining. As this kickoff is out of bounds. So
out of bounds.
Mingo will start at their own 40, I believe, due to the illegal kick out of bounds by Alex Schrader. Can't have them all, so. As Mingo's going to have time to get in the huddle.
The kick out of bounds. It'll
try and draw up another scoring drive.
35-yard line. That's where the Miners will have it to start first and 10.
We're on polar opposites here for the start of each of the halves. First half, we saw a lot of stops.
On the board tonight.
It was scoreless in that quarter. Both teams now on the board with a touchdown in the 3rd quarter. Right now, that extra point, the extra point that Schrader nailed, that's a difference maker, especially turning a potential, it could be a 9-point game. They convert on their 2-point conversions into a 5-point game, which is a touchdown. You don't even need an extra point, and you win it.
This drive is a really important drive here for Mingo, because if we stop him here, we can take the lead.
Keeper Colton Weaver on the stop for the Big Black. 2nd down, 10.
So this is really make or break, and it's going to be hard. Dylan Vance is going to be that guy this drive. We're going to see him most likely get involved in that run game, but I wouldn't be surprised they throw him on a little Texas, maybe a wheel, and just try and find him, get him the ball in any space. But it's going to be a keeper here. Chris Ross brought down after a gain of about 4 yards, make it a 3rd and 6.
Quarterback keeper. Logan Higginbotham on the stop for the Big Blacks.
It was a gain of 4 for Mingo Central, but
it's 3rd down.
As long as he's happy. 4:22 remaining.
3rd and 6 for the Miners.
Haven't seen much of him since the 1st quarter, but Deuce Prater has Elliott lined up across from him. As dropping back here on the screen, incomplete. Kiefer there on the pressure, forces an errant throw.
Intended for Aiden Butke, falls incomplete.
As point, a 2-3 team taking on a 4-1 team, number 5 in the state from Coalfield & Co. They are holding their own and even more. They are exceeding all expectations I had for them, and I couldn't be happier.
Ross lines up deep in punt formation for the Miners.
I feel like a win today could really shift their momentum for the season and hopefully give us a better outcome than what some people are expecting.
Yeah. Like what we were saying in that first half, a win here turns those games you think, oh, we're going to lose definitely, into like, well, we hung with Mingo so we can hang with them. And that's really what this drive could set up. A touchdown here, a point goes up by 1 no matter what. And that's pending an extra point. Maybe they go for 2, try and go up 3. As we saw, Mingo, looks like they don't have depth at the kicker position. So it provides a crossroads. As long as you keep them out of the end zone, you're probably winning this game. Mingo's had 2 very solid drives. The other ones have been contained pretty well by Point Pleasant. But now this will be a real test for Point Pleasant, starting from their own 15-yard line. As it'll be a jumbo set to start. The drive off. Some good old sweep action here. Bentz gonna lower his shoulder, get to the 15, just about the line of scrimmage.
Bentz
no gain on the play.
Side. Gains about a yard on the carry.
They'll give him a yard, 2nd and 9.
The 15-yard line.
That's really what Mingo has to do here to slow down our offense. Is you got to force passing scenarios, because right now it's been all about the run for Point Pleasant. They've loaded the box, but they've not really forced a passing scenario, if you get what I'm saying. And that's what comes from those 2nd and long, those 3rd and longs. And if they've had their fair share of tackles for losses, but if they get one here, say on the 2nd down and 9, you got to go through the air, or you got to pray that Nate Bentz breaks ones off. That's going to be Chapman to the very top of your screen. Bowen in motion. Reverse sweep, Bentz, and there it is. Somehow, though, he'll fight back to the line of scrimmage to make it a 3rd and 9. As we've seen Bentz get open on that out route. We might see that again.
Jordan, the ball carrier on the counter play.
Nathan Bentz on the carry.
Oh, Nate Bentz.
There we go.
On that carry. Pick up a couple yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 8.
Big 3rd down for Mingo. They get a stop here, force a punt. They have a chance to get this ball in point territory early. 2:20 remaining. It'll be Bentz in motion. And look, they're going to look to him again on the outside. Hill delivers it. Low tackle and a solid play there.
Hill's pass
by the Mingo Central players.
Gain of about 3 yards out to the 20-yard line.
That was number 4, Malachi Shepard on the tackle. He's a bit shaky to get up, but he's going to be walking it off.
Back deep to punt for the Big Blacks.
And so Schrader's going to be back again to punt. Not going to have Hill back there. Schrader, pressure, has almost blocked this one. Spiraling, taken here by Shepard. Shepard going to try and bounce something up, and it's a wrap-up tackle by Andrew Schoon.
Shepard on the return for the Miners.
That's textbook there.
Andrew Schoon for the Big Blacks.
They'll start out after about a negative 3-yard return.
1st and 10, Mingo Central.
90 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. 60 yards till that goal line for Mingo, as they need to score here. They need to make sure that Point Pleasant doesn't have a chance to get back in this game, as this lead is anything but safe.
That the cheer buddies will be
especially
held on October
within
20th.
7
Anyone
points.
interested needs to check with a cheer coach for a form. Tonight is the deadline to register for the Cheer Buddies program, October 20th.
As not sure what the play call is. I mean, 2 receivers throwing their hands up. What are they doing?
The handoff from Ross to Dylan Vance, and he is stopped after a short gain.
Yeah. So
Dylan
Vance.
Kiefer on that tackle for the Big Blacks. Gain of maybe a half yard, maybe a yard. 2nd down 9.
As we're in the final minute now, 2nd and 9. Might go to Vance again just to bleed the clock out here for the 3rd quarter. 12-7 your score. And again, thank everybody for tuning in to tonight's game. Here's that reverse again, and it creates just as much space as a good shed block. Here he goes, right side, spins away, fighting, battling into point territory. Now marking about the 27-yard line, Aiden Burke. He was on a tear. That first one, he was 1 tackle away from a touchdown there. Point read it a bit better. But it's a well drawn up play. You get all those lead blockers, and you've been working the run game well with Vance. You can't deny it fully. It's how scheming works as a well-coached team. Mingo is here. And that play's worked both times. It's hard to prepare for it. As it'll be looks to be a false start here on Mingo.
Flag on the play. No, timeout call before that. Timeout on the play. Called by Mingo Central.
As it'll be a timeout by Mingo. 8 seconds left here as it looks like they called it. Not sure what's going on. 1 timeout remaining for them in the half. As we'll stick through it here unless music plays, obviously. If the live stream does go quiet, we do have to stop the audio for copyright reasons. As there it is.
Point Pleasant Moose Lodge number 731 is located slightly north of Point Pleasant, next to the TNT Fun Zone. They are a proud sponsor of all things that are Mason County, from hosting dinner benefits to raffles to live music. The Moose Lodge is always first to lend a helping hand to organizations here in Mason County. You can stay up to date on their events by following their Facebook page. Thank you to them for not only supporting our program, but also for everything they do for Mason County. We appreciate your support.
Hi guys, I'm Reagan and this is Student Section Etiquette.
And we're back there after the Mingo Central timeout. Ross will have a keeper here on 1st and 10 after the big reverse sweep. It looks like it's Cole Miller on the tackle for loss there.
Chris Ross,
on Ross.
quarterback sacked on the play.
As that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. We'll cut to commercial break. When we come back, Mingo up by 5.
Hi guys, I'm Reagan and this is Student Section Etiquette.
Keep the trash off the bleachers.
What the heck?
Bottle!
If you're boring, go sit with your parents.
Oh.
Just go sit with your mom.
Over here, honey!
Oh, this is my spot. Oh, what are you doing?
Hey!
Stop pushing. Oh, sorry. Remember to respect your fellow classmates. Touchdown! Make sure you cheer for your team.
Guys, be respectful and keep profanity down.
And we're back here, 4th quarter of action. Wow, this is getting worse and worse as the night goes on. Brent Wilson with Cooper Craig on commentary tonight for this Friday Night Light showdown number 5 in the state Mingo Central for AA against Point Pleasant 2 and 3, trying to battle back into the ranks for the playoffs.
That's the ball carrier.
As the Miners lead 12-7 the Big Blacks. I didn't let him introduce himself. I'm Brent Wilson with
Cooper Craig.
Our crew tonight, Riley Wamsley, Brianna Miller, Luke Piles, Chloe Wamanon, and Bailey Clark. Pictures, camera, and computer respectfully for all of them. We appreciate everyone who comes out and works. We have a big old broadcasting class this year. I believe we're, 56 students in total with the middle school?
Yeah, I think so.
So, we have our fair few. Only 3 seniors, though, so it's a bit bottom heavy. As that'll be a carry on 3rd and 3 for the first down. Thank everyone for tuning in from Point Pleasant and from Mingo Central. Your viewership is incredibly appreciated,
On the stop.
especially for these
Ross tackled at the 13-yard line.
these games, you know.
10 for Mingo Central.
4 years down, I got about 2 more in me after this, and then I'm a super senior. But let's end them on a good note. Oh, just a minute ticked off so far on those last 2 plays. Mingo has a chance to go up big here. All 594 viewers. There's a quick draw. A counter there by number 10, Dylan Vance. He gets brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Tripped up by Dylan Kiefer on the stop for the Big Blacks. Pick up of 3 yards. Second down, 7.
As we did just have, let's get back to the game here. That run by Vance. That's a very interesting scenario. 2 random kids stood here. Are we allowed up here? No. And then they have to go. I feel bad, but you know, it's all right.
Maybe future commentators.
Chris Ross on the quarterback keep. Fights his way down to the 5-yard line.
That'll be a 3rd down and goal.
Dylan Kiefer on the tackle. Sets up a 3rd down and 3 for Mingo Central.
It's a big play. They don't have that field goal. This is 4-down territory for them. As it's going to be the main goal to burn clock. Here it is. Quick quarterback keeper. Ross fighting forward. He might have got the, he might have been short of that 1st down marker. We may see an Eagles brotherly shove here for Mingo Central. Or the tush push.
I don't think that.
Nate Bentz
I think we got in trouble for doing that last year. Can you push into the end zone in high school?
It should be legal. I couldn't see why not.
There was a really weird situation last year, I think, that we got some sort of penalty.
Yeah, you know, I have not studied the rule book.
4th and 1 from the 3-yard line.
Get my information from Madden and watching Ohio State every weekend, so I'm getting there. They have ticked off 3 minutes in 4 plays. They have done their job. Time managing. He's going to be close. Did he get it? Oh, it's going to be a chains. This could be the game. As it looks like.
Chris Ross on the quarterback keep.
Refs are going to talk it over. And they'll bring out the chains.
And no.
But they're not going to give it to him. They're not.
Down.
So it's short. There's a goal line stand for Point Pleasant. And here comes the offense. 92 yards away from being at 500 and falling to 2-4. Now, there's 8 minutes left. There's a lot of game left to play. But this is the drive. This is the defining drive for Point Pleasant. You score here, Mingo is deflated. You don't, they're exuberant. They're excited. I tried to use a bigger word than I could say.
What word were you?
Exuberant. I can't say it right now. Miss Grady, thank you. I'm trying. As Rollins going to be way out deep. It's one-on-one with him. Slot receiver doesn't have anyone on him. It's going to be a keeper. Oh, no. It's going to be a safety. And the first play puts them up 7. Oh, it's a fumble. That's a touchdown for the Mingo Central Miners. I didn't see the ball pop out. And, I mean, it's make or break. It broke. There's not really another way to describe it. That's effort. They read the play from the start, touchdown, got around them blockers. And they'll force.
Apparent fumble on the play by the Big Blacks.
Touch. As you can audibly hear the difference from this side and that side by the baseball field. As they'll line up for the 2-point conversion. 8:33 remaining. So big goal line stand by the Big Blacks. turns into tragedy for the offense, as it'll be a timeout for Mingo. Might be their
Big Blacks.
Big Blacks, sorry. They'll have 2 remaining. We'll be right back for the 2-point conversion.
Don't forget to head over to Big Blacks Football.
Looking for something to order for the entire family? Look no further than Giovanni's Pizza. Located near the high school, Giovanni's features several delicious items like pizza, pasta, subs, and much more. They also have a new outdoor dining area where you can grab your food and eat on a picnic table in the shade. Giovanni's also supports many of our youth activities here at Point Pleasant. Call 304-812-9222 or go online to place your order today.
Hanley Law Office is located right here in Point Pleasant. They offer a variety of services including adoption, divorces, custody situations, and more. You can reach them by calling 304-675-5290. They have been a supporter of Point Pleasant Live for many.
And we're back here for the 2-point conversion by Mingo Central. Point takes their first time out after a almost safety turn defensive touchdown for the Miners. As he'll drop back, clean pocket, but he's going to roll to his left. After some pressure, high ball, oh my Lord.
The 2-point conversion is good. Aiden Butke on the reception from Ross.
Number 24, Aiden Burke. Number 24 for the Mingo Central Miners with the completion there. It'll make the lead 20-7. I really don't know how else to describe that play. That was fantastic. That was phenomenal by Mingo. I've never seen I've seen it, not much, but momentum swing from one end of the bar to the complete opposite in the matter of a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. And that's flawlessly executed there. A beautiful high point ball from Chris Ross that just got it to where Burt can get it. We may be seeing that on the top plays of the week, and it was a 2-point conversion. That was incredible. I really can't give nothing but props to him. As Mingo will get ready to send it back downfield. Number 4, Malachi Shepard to take it. 8:33 remaining. As I believe about every Big Blacks fan put their hands on their head in unison. As it looks like it's going to be a false start on a kickoff. Don't see that every day, but well, same difference. Okay, it'll be back.
The Miners on the kick.
Move it back 5 yards to the 35. As no line up here. I believe this is where the NFL kicks off from, right? 35?
I think so.
So they're just getting Shepherd Pro ready. They did it on purpose. As he'll launch it down for a little toe poke. This one fighting through. I believe that was Bowen on the return. And it was. Don't see that every day, a Brody Bowen kick return, but it's these low squibs that Malachi Shepard says downfield.
For the Big Blacks out to the 42-yard line.
They got to start recruiting them soccer players. That's how we got Schrader. .8:26 left. As the last time the Big Blacks took the field, it was 8:33, and Mingo converted on a defensive touchdown off of, I believe, a Caden Hill fumble. As Bowen will take it after taking the kick return and get down to the 47-yard line of Point Pleasant to make it a third down and just about medium. Second down, sorry. As number 24, Burke, who had that
Brody
amazing
Bowen
catch,
loses
his helmet, loses his
lid.
lid.
5 yards out to the 47-yard line.
So Point Pleasant Live does our star of the show, our most valuable player from Point Pleasant of the game. I think right now you got to give it to Nate Vince. I mean, he's been an impact on offense. He's had some big plays, had that touchdown. That's really the deciding factor, but not to underestimate Connor Hatton, who's come alive too. Hill turns nothing into something as he'll make it. Looks to be a third and short or almost a first down.
Close to first down yardage inside the Miners' territory down the 48-yard line.
I mean, that went from really, really bad to really, really good. So
Will Strother on the
solid
stop
improvisation by the sophomore.
Second big word.
Hey, I'm getting there. That's why I'm in MU English. I'll have that essay due, I promise. 7:20 left now. As this one will be pitched to the outside. Nate Benz first down. To the Mingo Central 42-yard line as he goes down as well cut away.
First down,
we'll be right back.
Thompson Trucking is a local over-the-road trucking company located in Bidwell, Ohio. They run in 48 states and haul a wide variety of product. They take great pride in providing quality service. Contact them by calling 740-245-5877. They've supported Point Pleasant Live for several years, and we greatly support them.
Clayton Homes of St. Albans is a place to go if you are looking for a great selection of modular, manufactured, and mobile homes in West Virginia. They have a variety of sizes and styles so you can find the perfect fit for you and your family. If interested, you can find their Facebook page or call 304-755-0181 and ask for Randy Tibbetts. Randy is a Point Pleasant native who is a proud supporter of Point Pleasant Live. Thank you, Clayton Homes of St. Albans.
Supple Law Office, located here in Point Pleasant, offers a variety of services including bankruptcy, real estate, and more. They take pride in representing the people of the tri-state area, and you can contact them by calling 304-675-6249. I say again, 304-675-6249. Thank you to Supple Law Office.
Are you looking for a place to protect your investments, home, business, or lifestyle? Point Financial Services is a full-service independent insurance agency that fulfills the needs of individuals, families, and businesses in Mason County.
And we're back there. Hopefully, Nate Benz helped off the field there, but still walking off. We hope he's okay, as he'll be assessed by our athletic trainer, Nate Chapman, who we're really thankful doesn't get as nearly as much credit as he deserves. That was a backwards pass. That was the right call to keep it a fumble, but it'll be an incomplete one.
Hill's pass intended for Andrew Schoon.
Third and 10.
Second and 10.
But thank you to Nate Chapman for everything he does for football, soccer, wrestling, basketball, volleyball, tennis, swim, baseball, softball. I think I got all of them.
Golf?
I don't know if people go to Nate for golf, but if they do, golf. Oh, and track. There we go. I think that's the main ones. As dropping back, Hill. A lot of time to throw. Good ball, but it's just overthrown. Had the time. Sent it a bit too high. Intended for Anthony Marrero. Only his third passing attempt of the game, I believe, is now points in that passing scenario we were talking about in the third quarter.
Anthony Marrero falls just incomplete.
Can't ground and pound against the clock. As that right now they're not fighting a 13-point deficit. They're fighting 6 minutes and 46 seconds left in the game. But I believe Nate will still receive our star of the show for his performance tonight, as he's just been phenomenal this year. Dropping back, looking indecisive, trying to fight through something, and he'll be brought down for a sack. As it looks like they're going to get number 5
sacked for loss
with an unnecessary roughness. This looks like it's going to be Laquez Strother on the tackle. As awaiting the call from the official. Sportsline contact targeting Mingo. It'll be a
Personal foul against Mingo
15-yard
Central is the call. Helmet-to-helmet
penalty.
contact.
As first down, Big Blacks.
15-yard penalty and an automatic Big Blacks first down. 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. Ethan Jordan,
so
the ball carrier.
After a close discussion,
Stopped at the 24-yard line.
since Nate did get that one in week 1 for his great performance in Greenbrier East, I think we'll probably have to give it to Juan today. I think he's had that defensive impact, that big sack he had. So Connor Haddon,
Hackney on the tackle.
as of the 6-minute mark of the fourth quarter, going to be our Point Pleasant Live star of the show tonight. We will get those trophies in as soon as possible for those who have won it, including Nate and Jason, who were our first game winners, and Brody Bowen as well, who won it on our second home game of the year. That run quickly shut down Ethan Jordan on the carry. He'll lose some yards. A fourth.
Ethan Jordan, and he is
about 8 now.
for no gain.
I'll say 4th and 9 probably for the Big Blacks.
Malachi Shepard on the stop. 3rd down 8 for the Big Blacks.
Right, 3rd down there. I thought that the marker was late. Okay. Mingo starting to crack down on the offense. As they still have Chapman to the ball of your screen, everyone else stacked up on that line. Schoon in the backfield with Hill. Hill's going to drop back, hesitates, and fumble. Here goes the big man, Weaver. He's rumbling, stumbling right side. Colton Weaver, he's going to get close to down to the 1-yard line.
Fumble.
And he's going to... And that's something you're going to talk about for the next 25 years to your children. And when we played Mingo, I picked that ball up and I started running. And I didn't stop. Colton Weaver.
Big lineman rumbles.
28-yard carry
to the 1-yard line.
for Colton Weaver.
You know that's a dream of every lineman to...
As he's just a yard short there. That could be a shift. The clock will keep running. Less than 5 minutes now. As 2 touchdown wins it for Point Pleasant. Both extra points pending. As that was 3rd down and 8, and Weaver comes up big off a Hill fumble. Can't have that mistake. Is that Nate Bentz back in the game? As he'll bounce it outside. Nate Bentz, number 2 on the board. I mean, he came back. He came back big. His second one on the board, 13-20. As Schrader will come out for the extra point. 4:36 remaining.
Nate Vince on the carry for the...
Okay, after another close conversation, as that extra point up and good, it's a 6-point ball game. 4:36 remaining. Point Pleasant up. Down. 20-14 to the Miners.
This ball game, folks.
As
go anywhere. Mingo Central 20, the Big Blacks 14.
I think we got to take this one back to Nate Vince. As he'll, I didn't know if he was going to come back in tonight's game. First play, he comes back. He finds the end zone after breaking a tackle for a 1-yard touchdown rush. As he is now responsible for both of our touchdowns tonight. These next 4 minutes and 36 seconds, once Mingo gets the ball, if they get the ball.
Weaver. That's our Big River Electric play of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to Big River Electric.
And you can tell Colton Weaver's feeling himself after that one. That's electric. As we might probably see an onside kick. As yet again we have to cut out our audio once music is played. as they'll just send it deep. No chance at an onside. It's going to be a touchback.
Alex Schrader's kick goes through the end zone for the touchback. 1st and 10, Mingo Central from their own 20-yard line.
And all the pressure now lies
Don't forget to head over to Big
on the
Blacks
shoulders
Football
of Chris
on Facebook after
Ross.
The game for tonight's player of the game, sponsored by Lisa Johnson. Last week's player of the game, well-deserved.
This is
Nate
It's why they play the game. It's why we watch the game. Mingo needs to ice it. They cannot afford to give the Big Blacks even a chance with the ball. They took down 3 minutes in the 4th quarter on about a 20-yard possession. That ended in a goal line stand for the Big Blacks. They have to do it again. 4:36, Big Blacks with 2 timeouts remaining, Mingo with 1. As it'll be a draw to start. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage.
Handoff to Dylan Vance.
2nd down. They'll probably give him a yard. 2nd and 9.
Little gain. Maybe a yard on the carry. Colton Weaver on the stop for the Big Blacks. 2nd down, 9.
There's a weave now. I mean, get out the oxygen mask, but he's feeling himself. He is. I mean, I wouldn't be calm down, say like you're losing by 50, and then Weaver gets that play. I would be wired till midnight. So I can only imagine how he's feeling down there on the field. As we did mention earlier, point coming out in a 4-2, 4-3 look really caught me off guard. I think it's the right decision to make there, and it shows some good improvement throughout the team. As this sweep is quickly brought down. It's going to be a 3rd and 8. Malachi Shepard on the carry.
Ball carrier, tackled after a 2-yard pickup.
3rd down. Mingo needs it. Point needs to stop. 6-point game. As the huddle looks towards Ross. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. Everyone matched up, and man, jumped. And it looks like we'll have an encroachment on Weaver. And Weaver wanted it, and it will be. So this makes it a 3rd
with the call against the Big Blacks.
and much more manageable.
Penalty. Moves the ball out to the 28-yard line, where it will be 3rd down.
And that also resets the play clock to 40 seconds. It should. So now they can burn even more clock with that. That is a killer penalty to take. Gives them a 3rd manageable. It looks like they're going to get on the ball quickly and take a snap. They just want to get the 1st. Looks like they'll try and get him again. Now they get the official play call. 13 seconds on the play clock. Vance to the bottom of your screen. He'll be the slot now. Try to get him to jump again. 5 seconds. And it looks like they're going to call a timeout with 1 second left on the play clock.
Timeout.
That'll be their last. 2:24 remaining. Big 3rd down when we come back.
Crow Hustle Funeral Home is a local funeral home who is committed to providing caring and compassionate service to each family that they serve. You can contact them by calling 304-675-2630. Crow Hustle has been a supporter of Point Pleasant Live since the beginning of our program, and we'd like to thank them for their support.
Looking for something to order for the entire family? Look no.
And we're back here. 3rd down and 3. It's going to be a keeper with the quarterback, and Ross has got it. And he reached for insurance. 1st down, Mingo Central.
1st down for Mingo Central.
As the clock will run. And when they needed the most, Chris Ross comes up, makes a huge play for the Miners on the quarterback power. as they'll continue to dwindle the clock down. Point with only 2 timeouts remaining. Can't really do much, can't really force a stop without them taking off a major chunk of time as they'll continue to run the ball. Here goes Vance, who is
Dylan Vance
brought down
on the carry
at the line of scrimmage.
For no gain.
2nd and 10 for the Miners. And it's an injury timeout. We'll be right back.
Where do you go when you're hungry? Village Pizza. Village Pizza is a locally owned business located right here in Point Pleasant. Their menu consists of pizza, subs, pepperoni rolls, and so much more. They are a proud sponsor of Point Pleasant Junior Senior High School and of Point Pleasant Live. You can take out or eat in today at their new location, located right beside the old location at 3004 Jackson Avenue. You can call 304-675-4472 to place your order today.
Thank you, HA Cafe, for being one of our very generous sponsors. HA Cafe is a local-owned food truck that has various items featuring pulled pork and other meats that will satisfy your needs. You can find them on Facebook by searching for HA Cafe. Thank you very much.
Clayton Homes of St. Albans is a place to go if you are looking for a great selection of modular, manufactured, and mobile homes in West Virginia. They have a variety of sizes and styles so you can find the perfect fit for you and your family. If interested, you can find their Facebook page or call 304-755-0181 and ask for Randy Tibbetts. Randy is a Point Pleasant native who is a proud supporter of Point Pleasant Live. Thank you, Clayton Homes of St. Albans.
Supple Law Office, located here in Point Pleasant, offers a variety of services including bankruptcy, real estate, and more. They take pride in representing the people of the tri-state area, and you can contact them by calling 304-675-6249. I say again, 304-675-6249. Thank you to Supple Law Office.
Are you looking for a place to protect your investments, home, business, or lifestyle? Point Financial Services is a full-service independent.
And we're back there, as that was Connor Hatton who went down there. He's walking off the field good. He is our runner-up tonight for Start of Show. Nate Bentz, who has 2 touchdowns, as it will not be a charged timeout, but the clock will continue to drain with a fresh play clock due to an injury timeout. So that gives them about 15 more seconds to drain, as that could put it just out of reach time-wise for Point Pleasant, as they'll ready for the snap. 56 seconds left. Quarterback keeper Ross will quickly go down. Timeout, Point Pleasant. 50 seconds remaining.
Inside handoff.
And we'll stay with you until the music cuts us off. I'd like to thank everybody again for tuning in to tonight's live stream. Next week we take on the Marietta Tigers. And another conference matchup. Point Pleasant 1-1 in the conference. Need this win to maybe be in contention for a conference championship, as it's been a tale of rock, paper, scissors so far. Marietta, I'm not sure how Marietta's done, but we beat Fort Fry, lost to Warren. Warren beat Fort Fry. No, Warren beat us, lost to Fort Fry. Fort Fry lost to us, beat Warren. So it's 3-way tie, and I'm not sure how Marietta's done against them, but time will tell. I'll have it updated by next Friday. For commentary, it will, as always, Brent Wilson with
Cooper Craig,
Luke Piles on camera tonight, Riley Walmsley and Brianna Miller on computer, switching off and on, and Chloe Wamanon and Blayley Clark taking their turns down there with the photography. If you need your pictures, go to pointpleasantlive.smugmug.com for them. There's a flag. I'm not sure what the call is. If this is against the Big Blacks, this is brutal. False start, so it'll move them back 5. It'll make it a 3rd down and a lot longer.
False start is the call against the offense. 5-yard penalty will move the ball back to the 31-yard line, where it'll be 3rd and 13 for the Miners.
So maybe force to pass the ball, but I doubt they'll do it. I think they'll run the ball, force Point Pleasant to take their last time out and try to storm down the field with about 40 seconds. No timeouts, always to the reverse. Bench tried to get there, won't get there. But this one read well by the Big Blacks as he'll get back to the original line of scrimmage. Timeout, Point Pleasant. It should not be 48 seconds. That was a solid 5-second runoff, but I'm sure the refs should get it assessed.
Vance on the reverse. Gains yardage back to the original line of scrimmage. It's 4th and 10 for Mingo Central.
As I do recall 2014. Mingo Central coming off a state championship in 2013. They come here to play us up by, I believe, 5 in the last play of the game at about the 40-yard line. Mingo Central's quarterback rolls left, beats number 8. I can't remember his name, but beats number 8, who was playing 2 forward on coverage. And they win the game on a Hail Mary on probably the maddest 10-year-old. How old was I? I was mad, okay? That's really about all there is. A really mad Brant Wilson had to walk to the car. Okay, that was probably the most infuriating play I've seen. Maybe it's time for me to get my redemption here. Maybe we get that Hail Mary throw. The number 8's not in coverage this time. Our number 8 is Caden Hill. So, times change. Positions change, numbers change. As Mingo Central will be lined up to take this punt. It'll be Chris Ross to send it deep. They need a good one to just keep Point out of scoring territory. It looks like everyone's going to block this, send him for the block. And it's going to be offsides on Reese Hunt. He jumps it a bit too early. Oh, it's bobbled. And that's Mingo Central ball. That's game. If that penalty is an offsides on Reese Hunt, that's declined, that's game. And it hit Schoon in the pads. Off the front of the hands. And an unfortunate bounce.
Fumble on the punt return, recovered by Mingo Central. There's a flag on the play.
As it was the right sideline judge. As they await the call. False start.
False start
as
is the call
Point
against
Pleasant
Mingo Central.
Gets a second wave of life after the muff punt. As I could have swore Hunt was just maybe a half step off sides. But he timed it perfectly, so he did his job right, forced a false start as well.
The ball up to the Mingo 28-yard line, where it'll be 4th and 12.
Still burns off 9 seconds of clock as it was not called dead from the snap, so they kept it rolling. I'm not sure that's how the rule's supposed to work, but that's what I'm looking at. 8.5 seconds lost there. Yet again, there's 10 people on that line. 10 people on the line for Mingo. Looking, almost blocked. It's a low roller. Bouncing, and it's going to roll. Oh, look at it go. But it stops dead at the Point Pleasant 36-yard line, 21.9 now.
Punt is down at the 36-yard line of Point Pleasant. It'll be 1st and 10, Big Blacks.
No time, one timeout left. I believe it should be 0, but I think the board's wrong. It definitely is 0. 21.9. Fit. 22 seconds. First time we've seen Mingo's pass coverage all night. There's pressure on the blind side. Hill trying to load up. Has a man. Can't get the throw off, and it's high and away. And there's a souvenir. 12.9 now. Looks like he had Rollins, who was coming back down for a check down, just didn't see him as the pressure got to him from the blind side immediately. 6-point game as they'll lose half their time on that play. as the atmosphere thickens. The hairs of every Point Pleasant Big Blacks fan is standing 65 yards away from a historic drive for Caden Hill. Play action, looking, has pressure, loses the football, falls on it, and the clock's gonna most likely run dead. No one's gonna get to it, and that'll do it. Point will fall to 2 and 4 as they'll take on Marietta next week. It's been Brandon Wilson and Cooper Craig on commentary. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in for tonight's homecoming action. 2 more home games left. Make sure to tune into both of those. It's been Brandon Wilson for your game tonight. Congrats to Mingo Central on their win here at Point Pleasant Homecoming, a hard environment to win in.
Moves to 6-1 on the season.
But as always, good night.
Big Blacks fall to 2
and 4. Go Big Blacks.
Getting prepared right now, so be ready here in just a few moments. The Black Knight Marching Band is going to take the field, so don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere.
Hanley Law Office is located right here in Point Pleasant. They offer a variety of services including adoption, divorces, custody situations, and more. You can reach them by calling 304-675-5290. They have been a supporter of Point Pleasant Live for many years, and we greatly appreciate their support. Go Big Blacks!
Thompson Trucking is a local over-the-road trucking company located in Bidwell, Ohio. They run in 48 states and haul a wide variety of product. They take great pride in providing quality service. Contact them by calling 740-245-5877. They've supported Point Pleasant Live for several years.
Thank you, HA.
Hanley Law Office is located right here in Point Pleasant. They offer a variety of services including adoption, divorces, custody situations.
Now entering the field for your post-game enjoyment is the Point Pleasant Black Knight Marching Band under the direction of Benjamin Loudon. Assisting with the band are Assistant Director Levi Billiter, Color Guard Instructors Jessica Loudon, Catherine Deem, Morgan Snyder, and Bailey Loudon. Brass Instructor Ethan Bartlett, Woodwind Instructor Scott Nybert, and Percussion Instructors Elijah Harmon and Levi Billiter. The band will be led tonight by Drum Major Emily Bale. The band will be playing their complete 2023 competition show titled Medal, featuring the songs Driving with the Top Down from the Iron Man movie, Iron Man by Ozzy Osbourne, Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana, and Master of Puppets by Metallica. The band has competed at the Rock Hill Band Invitational, Portsmouth West Competition, and the Marietta Bandorama, where the color guard has gone undefeated. Next week, the band will continue to compete at the Athens Invitational Marching Festival and the Dawson Bryant Band Competition. Let's hear it for your Black Knight Marching Band.